Hi everyone, Mike here with Merch by Amazon must-have apps and extensions. I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about some of the, like I said, apps and extensions that I use on daily basis. Some of the ones that you really can't live without. And then when you actually start using them, you ask yourself, how did I do it this long without actually using some of these tools? So I'll jump right into it. And the first one that I want to talk about, it's actually one of the newer ones that I've started using. And anyone else that's actually seen some of my previous videos and signed up to start using Avocado in a Pond has been nothing but impressed. So if you're asking yourself questions kind of like, I'm running out of ideas. I don't know which niche to start exploring. I need to find products with low enough BSR. Maybe you want to start following a brand. This is the application that I suggest using. The link is down below, but let's go over some of these details and what's actually what the capabilities are and what this tool actually offers. So the way that they advertise it is as you can see here, it's basically advanced merch research for Merch by Amazon and nothing else, right? But again, you can use some of these tools for other websites, but I mean it is meant for Merch by Amazon. So powerful search, so it will search over 18 million Merch by Amazon shirts. Unexplored niches, and we'll talk about that. Basically, once you create an account, every day that you log in, there are 100 specific niches or products available only to you to go through, and it's basically a list with links and all sorts of information where you can say, you know what, these are the designs that I actually want to concentrate on, and you can look some of the analytics and see if it's worth it, how many monthly sales you'll be able to get. So you actually get a rough idea about what the possibilities are. And then basically high performance. So basically what they're saying here is that this tool is actually limited to a small number of users. So this is not available to, thousands or even hundreds of people where you know that everybody will be getting the same information and basically use this to, get other niches oversaturated because everybody's getting the same information. The first thing that I want to talk about, I've already mentioned it, is the niche finder. So like I said, you log into your account every day, 100 new products, 100 new niches. So you can go through this, you can save them, you can analyze some of this information. Like I said, you can see which designs you want to work on next because it is showing you some of this information. It's showing you the BSR, it's showing you the monthly BSR. You can see the percentage change, so you can see actually if the sales have picked up in the last month, if the sales have dropped, and also by how much. You see the number of monthly sales, the region, and then all this other kind of stuff. Why is this important? So basically, depends what your kind of strategic plan is with merch, but there are people that chase trends. So they actually say, you know what? I don't know if anybody remembers a couple of years ago the whole eclipse thing. People that were able to push out products early enough made some serious money with with the eclipse shirts. I read about some people making over 40-50,000 in a month simply because the shirts took off, and that's awesome. But if you're playing a long-term game and you're thinking evergreen, it makes sense to have a large number of designs that sell 5 to 10 times a month. Of course, you want shirts that sell hundreds, but also you have to be realistic. So some of these, for example, niches will show you that those are the types of sales that you're getting, and basically it gives you a chance to create designs that are better. You can, I guess, improve designs or maybe a little different. Basically, put your own spin on them. Product search. So again, this is a pretty amazing. If let's say you actually have an idea about a niche or a specific product, but you want to look at some of the, I guess, analytics behind it, some of the stats. This is the tool to use. So you can, for example, put in a cat t-shirt, and then you can put in some of these other specific filter options that will actually tell you that the BSR is between 100,000 to 200,000. Excuse me. That shirt was listed, for example, in the last week or last two, because you might want to say, I want to see which new cat t-shirts are selling and have taken off, because maybe it's actually related to one of the viral videos that's become popular in the last week or so. So depending again on the types of things that you're looking at, product search is amazing. I actually use this function as well to get certain ideas on some of the title ideas, for example. So if I'm not sure about how to promote the shirt, what brand to put it under, or what title or description point to include, I use this tool. Again, I just want everybody to keep in mind that what I'm describing is only a percentage of what all of this can be used for, because this is extremely powerful. Brand Scout. So Brand Scout, again, is amazing because you are able to analyze certain brands based on, again, very specific information to see what kind of ideas you will get out of that, and, for example, which direction to go into. So if there is a brand that you know is doing really well, and they have, for example, a certain selling to live ratio that's high, you want to get ideas from those brands. Or if it's simply, maybe you're into fitness t-shirts and you're following a brand that sells a very, very large number of fitness shirts, you might want to look at some of their stats to get ideas and to see how you can actually compete with them. Brand Scout, amazing. And then we get to the Smart Keywords tool. Again, this is pretty straightforward, because if you're ever coming up with titles and brand names and you kind of get stuck because I'll go back to the same example where you're saying, cat t-shirt, this will give you suggestions. And a lot of times it's actually suggestions that you've never thought of, and it's really helpful, because then you're able to include those words in not only brand names but titles, and then some of the other description points. I'll do more videos on this tool, and I'll go through each one of these tools specifically, because there has been a lot of interest shown, and people that have actually started using the tool have had nothing but positive things to say about it. Honestly, there has not been one complaint. The next one, and just want to mention that I will stick to 3 tools per video, because I am going in a fair amount of detail with each tool, and I don't want these videos to turn into 20-30 minutes, even though they might. So I'm going to split them up in shorter videos talking about 3 tools per video. Merch Tools. So this is actually Merch Tools Quick Editor. Basically, what you can do here is, once you actually run this app, it's a Chrome extension, you're able to do very specific searches on your products, and it's based on location. It's based, for example, is it a live product? Is it a draft? Are you looking at rejected t-shirts, or whatever the case is? And then you're able to quickly analyze that information and then also edit those products. In addition to this, and this is actually my favorite part of this tool, is it will show you the keywords that it believes Amazon is picking up. So for example, I've had a number of products that, you know, were selling, and then when I actually run this extension, it's showing me that there are no keywords. So not any ones that are actually recognized. So which means that the number of sales are most likely much lower than they could be. So once I actually adjust my brand name, my title, and one of my points, then for example, some of this stuff actually starts showing up. So I actually have products with, you know, 7 or 8 keywords, and if you play around with those combinations, it really comes out that in any way that somebody searches for those types of products, my product will be showing up, or at least the keywords are there. And then going further with this, so let's use this example, and this is not my product, but if you're looking at, for example, this BSR, so very low, which means the number of these are selling. So you look at the design, you're saying, you know what, I can improve this. What are the keywords? You look at them, and then you say, okay, but let me search and look at other products under this same keyword. So what you can do is basically right click, go to merge tools, and then actually search Amazon and do the search based on the highlighted word. So you can choose if it's US, if it's UK, or Germany, and then you can even look up trademarks or all that other information, and it's very useful. I love this tool. The last one that I wanted to discuss is Merch Buddy. Also, link included down below. This is a paid Chrome extension, but again, it's worth every penny. This has saved me so much time. It's actually unbelievable because with this tool, I'm able to upload, and I want to give you a fair number here, probably from 10 to 20 items in a couple of minutes. Let's say in under 5 minutes if I really get going. So some of the options, and again, this is a very small percentage of the tool's ability. So basically what you can do here, and I understand that Pretty Merch, which I will also talk about later, has this option, but let's say you go to create a product, you select whatever it is that you're selecting or uploading, and you click more tabs. So you can actually adjust this number. You can go 5 other tabs, 10, 20, whatever the case is. Once you do that, you go to the next screen. So you can actually select your colors, copy, and then you go to the next screen and just basically paste them if they're all the same colors that you're choosing. It also, you can actually choose your fit type, and you can also copy the list price. And then the last thing, basically, you get to the product details, and you can also copy those. So for example, you copy all the information here, which would be brand name, title, list price, all your product features. You can paste it on the next screen when you're uploading or editing your next product. If it's the same picture, for example, but you're putting in a long sleeve shirt, all you got to do is hit replace product type, and then in the settings you can, for example, set that it replaces every single term where it says t-shirt to long sleeve shirt. So actually now you've saved yourself I guess a couple of seconds, maybe a minute, and multiply that by the number of long sleeve shirts that you're uploading, and again throughout the day. So because of that, like I said, this probably makes you more efficient by 60 to 70% if you really get a hang of this. You can also use the feature where you can paste this information from a spreadsheet. So like I said, what I'm talking about is basically a small percentage of what these tools can actually do. So let me just summarize quickly the tools that I talked about. Avocado in a Pond, link down below. A bunch of tools included in this. I honestly, if I'm gonna promote anything, it would be that one, and it would also be Merch Buddy. This tool here is extremely valuable for a lot of analytics, and basically it's very convenient. This is a Chrome extension, so just go look that up. And and the last one that I was talking about, it is Merch Buddy, linked down below, and it is basically just for anybody that's at a higher tier and that is listing a lot of products throughout the day. This is the tool to have. I'm curious to hear what other tools you guys are using. Like I said, this is definitely part one. I will be going over some of the other tools because I would say on any given day I use about probably 10 tools that are directly related to Merch by Amazon, and some of them I actually don't even realize that I'm using them because I'm using them so often, and they've actually become part of my day and part of my whole system where I you know, as soon as I start my day and open up a Merch, they're live, they're running in the background, and I don't even notice them. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are using, and hopefully this is useful information. Like I said, I know that I definitely can't live without some of these. So again, as always, thank you for watching.